A very good afternoon to everyone. My name is Manisha Bhati. I'm the CEO and co-founder of a training institute named Dreamhunt India. So Dreamhunt India, as you know, a few years back, we had started with training individuals on various aspects, starting from career counseling, corporate etiquettes, then comes up personal trainings that we used to give to the students out there. And slowly and gradually, we started training the women upliftments programs and also the entrepreneurs out there. Because as you know, it was the need of the hour, and it is currently a need of the hour where every individual will be mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially independent. So as we were going through those programs, those workshops, there comes a hit of this pandemic that we called as COVID-19. This particular disease, virus that has actually come in every individual's life has shook us completely. It has actually shaken us. So the purpose for us to come up with such an initiative was that it's been 14 months. We are continuously going through some or the other obstacles, some or the other struggles. Just the difference is that there are a few rock solid foundational stories which needs to be heard, which needs to be told, and for us to be understand that yes, it is not just we alone in this journey. So Dreamhunt India, as discussed before also, has come up with 10 most inspiring stories of these real people. So one of our candidates in this entire initiative, the project that we have designed, is Mr. Neel Deshpaande. To give just a short brief about Neel, of course, he's going to say everything in detail while he will start talking about himself. To give a short brief about Neel is that he is a businessman. He's based out in Pune. He is having a very beautiful small family. Right now, he's the driving force of the family. He is a well educated, super well educated professional into his own respective field, and he is doing wonders right now. Look, I'm just talking about the best part that is happening with Neel, all the good things that happened with Neel. But do I really know that what has exactly happened with Neel? Or what was that one thing that had actually shaken Neel's life for a couple of years? But guess what? We didn't know about it. His friends didn't know about it. His family, to a certain extent, didn't know about him. He was a person who has actually gone through a lot of challenges. But right now, we at Dreamhunt India are equally proud to invite him, ask him for his time, first of all. And today we have with Neel today, Mr. Neel Deshpaande. So the very first question to Neel, first of all, we welcome you, Neel. Thank you so much for coming onto our platform and giving your time today, because I am very sure the things that you're going to discuss, be it your personal life, professional life, the COVID life, that is the completely different life of a couple of months that we are going through, we are really going to get inspired and we are going to learn a lot of things out from this. So, yes, Neel, first of all, again, I
Thanks.
welcome you to this platform. And the very first question, Neel, I would like to ask
Thanks a
you
lot.
is, how was your work and life before COVID-19? Let's assume before March 2020, आपकी life कैसी थी, Neel? Hello. Can you hear me, Neel?
Okay. First of all, hello and thanks, Manisha, to invite me. Yes, am I audible to you? Perfect. Yeah. First of all, thanks for inviting me, and hope the story goes out to everyone and it will inspire to an extent to everyone who will be listening out. So, as you asked me, life before COVID and after COVID. Before COVID, life was very good, very happy, as you can say. जैसे सबके लिए होता है, as a person, when you pass out from college, graduated, you are very happy. Now you're entering into a new world, You'll be starting a job, you'll be starting out everything, and all dreams start, getting up high. So I guess life before COVID was pretty much simple for me, as like it is for everyone. College pass out, and after graduating from MIT into business management with my school friends, we all parted away to search our paths. So it was pretty much common, like, I passed out and I got my first job into accounts and all in Korea Park, and my starting salary was 15,000, and that digit made me hell happy that, wow, that now I'm graduated. It's like every individual who feels, yeah, 15,000 milega, everything will be fine, everything will be good, and I'll be getting everything in life. But no, somewhere life is planning something different for you, where you are ready sometimes and you are not ready sometimes, right? But that's how you have to go. So it was pretty much same like me. I passed out, सब कुछ हुआ, अच्छा जा रहा था, salary 15,000 was very nice, everything was going good, college life, friends were there, family was there, even I had a love life. So everything was very nice, going very good. But as I told you, this is what not life plans sometimes. When you're going, everything was going nice, everything was going in a flow. I had a lot of dreams, what I have to do now, what I have to go, what I have to achieve and all. But then it was like, little by little challenges started coming up. It was not like a very huge challenges, you can say, but then at that point of view, you start feeling that no, something is going different. जैसा मैंने प्लान किया था वैसा नहीं जा रहा है. And of course, after pandemic, तो hell lot of challenges I had. Okay, so it was not before also I had challenges, and after also I had challenges. So these challenges are part of your life, no matter how successful you are, no matter how not successful you are at whatever stage you are. So life before COVID was, you can say, where it started going towards challenges. ऐसे था मेरा life, where the very big first hit which got, was a legal issue in my family, which got a very huge hit, and that was a very biggest challenge first in my life, that life slapped me there. And then I was like, no, this is not life which I was planning, as you can see. So challenges shuru hue the. In short, if you ask me, life before COVID, challenges were started coming up, in short. So that's how it was going. And if you say life after COVID, the second and the most biggest hit which I got, I lost my father in this COVID phase, before the second wave of COVID, you can say. So pretty much life before COVID was also of challenges, life before after COVID was also full of challenges, you can say. Yes. I can't hear you, Manisha. You're not audible.
I had mute myself actually.
Okay, that's okay.
External voice shouldn't come. That's why. Thanks for reminding me that.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you had discussed, we had discussed this earlier as well, and I would like to know. I would like the viewers specifically to know that, Neel, today, lot of people are losing their loved ones. Parents are losing their son or daughter, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, grandchildren, some or the other relative out there. Children like us, youngsters like us, are either losing our parents, the most near loved ones, our spouse, our boyfriend, our girlfriend. There are, our friends, everybody. Most of the people are losing their loved ones' name. During this pandemic, there was one thing that has happened with you as well. You lost the most important person, the most important role model that every son or daughter have in their life. Neel, how did you handle yourself? We are very sure it was very difficult. But what was the mindset, Neel, जो आपने ready किया without any external support? आपने कैसे अपने आप को ready किया कि no, I have to just go through this? We want to know that, Neel.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it is a very unfortunate thing, in this particular phase. People are losing out their family, loved ones, near ones, dear ones, and I'm also one of them. So in the month of February, it was like a very all of a sudden thing which happened out of nowhere, where my dad was admitted, and he didn't had COVID. He actually had a post-COVID direct symptoms where he couldn't take it. I mean, yeah, he was fighting. He was fighting all the way, but of course, as I said, sometimes have very different plans. So now, before the COVID situation came and before my father suffered from all that, the thing which made me strong was my dad himself. Because what I used to communicate with my dad every morning and every night. That was the habit I used to make. I don't know, many people might be having a habit, but what habit I used to make is that I always used to communicate with parents first self in the morning before going to work and before sleeping. Okay. And then we used to communicate and talk about things, how we should take ahead, how things are going to be, and how things. So I guess the communication part was very important for me, which I always had with him, which I always used to have. Before the incident happened, it was not that this was like कि all of a sudden मेरे ऊपर responsibility वगैरह आ गई, this and that. Because my father himself made me strong. He used to talk, and the biggest gift what I got from my father is like his life's experience and mistakes. He used to talk about it. So that was a major brainwashing session for me, where whenever I used to communicate with him, he used to tell me, what life is all about, what all challenges he faced. So directly, indirectly, that man was making me solid, making me ready for upcoming situations in life. So I guess there only itself, unknowingly मैं वहां पे ready हो रहा था. But ये पता नहीं था ये situation आने वाली है, right? कि all of a sudden you won't be there or what not. So I guess communication, see, when you have your loved ones, make sure you communicate with them every day, no matter what, right? Because the biggest gap between, I guess, today people are facing is like no communication. Misunderstandings बहुत ज्यादा है, लेकिन communication ही कम है, right? We assume things, but don't do that. Because the thing which made me strong was my dad itself. It continues that morning and night communication, with him was very, 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 very important for me, actually. So, and of course, when the news came out, I was nowhere in life. Of course, I had a lot of tears and all. But then during this phase, I remembered all those things which he gave me. So sometimes things which are not in our control, I make sure that you can't just waste time on that. Now that situation happened, unfortunately it happened, but now what next? Are you just going to cry your whole life? Are you just going to get up and take his learning, take his experience and go ahead and fight? So at that point, of course, as a son, it was very difficult for me. I couldn't just be the dad. My father is no more, and those communication all used to happen. No more, it is happening now. But each and every word of him, I remember. His experiences, his mistakes of life. All those things. So I guess things have made me stronger, and I mean, I have a clear idea now what I have to do, and how I have to go ahead. So I guess he's the only one who has made me strong, in short.
This is such a beautiful advice, and such an inspirational, this story that you have said, this journey of short journey of your father and yours. This is really inspiring, Neil, because I am very sure the viewers who are listening to you are going to connect and relate to it. There are so many people who are having misunderstandings. Very well said by you. A lot of misunderstandings, but lack of communication. So this communication, this is a learning for me as well, because even if I'm talking for 5 minutes, 10 minutes with my parents, I will make sure as an individual that at least I spend a few hours with my parents. And this is the right time. The lockdown time is the right time for us to have a heart to heart
Absolutely.
conversation with your parents, be it with your mother or father, because right now we are very fortunate. All the viewers, let me tell you that we are very fortunate if we are staying with our parents, even if we are receiving their calls and telling them, how are you doing? I am doing absolutely perfect. People who are living at a distance as well. So, Neil, once again, thank you for this very beautiful story of your father, the relationship of your father and yours, because it's going to inspire a lot of youngsters out there who are listening to you. Coming to the part of
Yep.
responsibility, Neil, we know that you are the only son in the house. Of course, you have a sister as well, but she
Yep.
is handling her family as well, side by side. But you being the sole son of the family, how do you handle those responsibilities when it comes to taking care of your mother, when it comes to taking care of the medical expenses, your business expenses, your own personal life, Neil? How do you think आप ये multitasking कैसे करते हो? Responsibilities आप लेते कैसे और फिर उसको multitasking में कैसे justify करके काम पूरा accomplish करते हो?
Well, to answer this honest, uh, during college and after my college times, I developed a very good habit, of course, from my father only, of reading books. You know, so I guess reading has helped me a lot, to be honest, because someone is sharing you his 80 years, 100 years ka experience in that 200-300 रुपए का book, which helps you a lot, to be honest. ये कोई देता नहीं है. Today, if you go to a successful person and if you're standing at his door and if you're asking me, sir, मेरे को advice दो, he will charge you in lakh of rupees, to be honest. But someone is giving that you in a book of say 300 रुपए 200 रुपए, take it. And that's how I started reading and taking up things in a way manner, how to manage your expense, how to manage your things, how to manage your relation, or how to manage the relation with your parents, loved ones, whatever, XYZ. So I guess books have helped me a lot here, because that is also a very a kind of things which we take lightly nowadays. Reading has gone for a toss, but of course even I felt very boring initial when I started reading. But as you go ahead and you start reading things and you start understanding things, that these books are helping you in your real and professional life. So I guess the reading habit has helped me to manage all those multitasking things, how to keep things at peak, or किसको importance ज़्यादा देना है, how to handle XYZ things in XYZ situations and all. So yeah, the answer will be books, to be honest, if you ask me. So that has given me a lot of and
insights
to
and
take things in control.
Very true, very true. Such a beautiful answer to all the viewers. I hope you're able to understand the importance of reading now. Because the very best thing that has happened with me in lockdown is that I've started reading. I was a very, very lazy person when it comes to reading. And very proud of you, Neil. And honestly speaking, as and when I'm very much able to relate, because it's been 4 to 5 books I've completed in a couple of months. I myself have learned a lot of things, and I'm really very excited in doing the shopping of books rather than my clothes. The other day, I was just
Exactly.
traveling to SGS Mall, that side on that road, MG Road, and I was so curious to actually buy books. A person like
Yep,
me who
near
used to never
Dwarashis.
look, never look at the stall of books, like वो shop में कभी नहीं देखती थी. But right now, when you are sharing this journey, that books can really transform your lives, be it your professional and personal life. This is commendable, Neil. Thank you so much. This was a very
Absolutely.
unique experience that you have shared, and I'm sure people will definitely learn from this. Yeah.
Yep.
Then comes to a point where, Neil, you are a businessman who runs an e-commerce business. Can you please brief us what it exactly specializes in so that we can also benefit from it? Can you just brief us?
So basically now, if you see the whole world, the current trend is going on is of online shopping. Each one is crazy in that online shopping, right? You can see nowadays, not even youngsters, but even old people are curious to go on online and see what things are coming up. So basically, this opportunity I got while I was working along with my job, and the thing which I liked was, like, e-commerce is a very trending word nowadays. हर कोई online है आज, right? Everyone, whole world is searching some of the other things or this and that. So basically, I'm into an e-commerce business of day-to-day consumables, which I've just started, and on the way of succeeding. I have not yet developed it as I want to, but I'm working on it. So basically, this e-commerce business it offers a platform to an individual who wants to start his or her own business parallel to whatever he is doing right now, right? Because if you see, when it comes to finance, each and every individual is searching some or the other opportunity, no matter how high he's getting paid today in his XYZ job or whatever salary he's giving. Apart from that, someone wants to do something there. as you can say, a supplementary income, which is a very big need in today's life. And specifically after this COVID situation, it has affected hell lot of youngsters in terms of job, in terms of business, or in terms of whatever they had started. So basically, this platform offers an opportunity to an individual who wants to start his own business into day-to-day consumables. Now, why day-to-day consumable? Because it is a very basic need of each and every individual, right? Now, for example, if we are buying a mobile phone, we are not going to buy it for say next a year or 2 or 5, right? But day-to-day consumable things we are going to use month after month. So whether the situation is of pandemic, whether the situation is of anything, we are not going to stop using any day-to-day consumable products because that is the basic need. So that's the reason I have jumped into it, and now I'm in the verge of expanding it and reaching out to as many as youngsters I can, where he or she, can think to start something of his own without a zero capital, almost a zero capital, which of course everyone is looking for. So that's what basically I am working on now, and yes, on the verge to get success.
Wonderful, wonderful. To everyone who are listening to us right now, he has very specifically said that it is zero investment that you have to invest. It is just your time, your energy, and side by side, अगर आप corporate भी हो, अगर आप entrepreneur भी हो, and if you're looking for certain kind of second source of income as your pocket money or as your family expenses, you can definitely reach out to Neel. He can surely explain you the entire structure, the entire flow. To all the females out there, to all the males out there, if in any way you think you are struggling in life, you are stuck when it comes to finances, our life has actually been replaced with social media. So everybody nowadays, we have the smallest of the smartphone in our hand. We are no more people who are into keypad, keypad wale jo chote chote Nokia wale phones. It's not like that.
Yeah.
Everyone has smartphones, and sitting in our own comfort, sitting in our own house, I'm very sure that phone पे बैठे बैठे हम definitely इस business को चालू कर सकते हैं. और consumer के ऊपर है, like these are all products and services which are of daily day-to-day basis, like be it goods of groceries ho, chahe clothes वगैरह ho, all e-commerce, like normal things. So please reach out to him. Let's help out each other. Moreover, I am sure he will definitely help you out entire in the process, how the flow goes, how you will earn, how much patience you need to have, how much hard work you need to have. All these things, I guarantee that Neel is definitely help you out with this. Attached is the phone number of Neel. You can definitely directly contact him. We will also attach his mail ID, safe side, so that you can mail him if he's not receiving the call. He might be busy in some or the other thing.
Absolutely.
The very last question, Neel, is that what is that one advice, Neel, or the set of advices that you would like to give to the viewers who are listening to you? One advice.
Well, looking at today's era and trend, one advice, a friendly advice to people is like, stay away from social media as possible as you can. I mean, I'm not saying that social media is bad. Please don't get me wrong, guys. But social media has started controlling us nowadays, which is a very bad sign. Each and every human being is busy commenting and liking some of the other things. We are on Instagram, we are on this and that. I mean, it is good. I mean, as far as you are promoting some business, or if you are using it for a good purpose, no doubt, go ahead with that. But you know what? This is a very time consuming and a very unproductive habit which I have seen in people. And it is taking up all your good time. It's really taking up all our good time. So instead of really wasting your time on social media, try to invest that time, guys. This lockdown time is not going to come again in your life, right? I know challenges are there. It's always going to be there, no matter what. I mean, life is going to offer you misery. No matter how good you are, you think life is going to slap you somewhere or the other. But try to make sure that you have started digging a well before you're thirsty. So my advice to all the youngsters, especially, because like, you can use social media, but to an extent. But yeah, as much as you're far, jitna aap dur ho, acha hai. And second advice is like, just jump into books. That is only going to help you in life. That is only going to help you in life. So it's very simple.
Very beautifully explained, Neil. The very two things that we will definitely keep in mind during pandemic, after pandemic is that first thing, limitize social media, balance out कितना यूज करना और कितना नहीं. अपनी एनर्जी जिस तरह से नील ने कहा है, एनर्जी कंप्लीटली हमारी ड्रेन हो रही है. इंटरेस्ट और इमेजिनेशन पावर जो है वो भी कंप्लीटली डिक्रीज हो रहा है हर एक चीज में. So corporates out there, I understand after a job of like 12 to 14 hours, you might be coming back to that phone and just scrolling on Instagram, on Facebook, on WhatsApp chats and everything out there. Even if you're doing that, we can completely understand there is certain kind of mental stress, and that's why you want to think and talk about something off the track. But limitizing it, in fact, social media को completely choose के निकालो rather than letting your energy getting drained in social media. So this young gentleman has very beautifully shared his inspiring story, and as we can see from start till the end, this person was so much full of energy, so much full of details that he has shared with us. So this is definitely an inspiring experience of ours with you, Neil. It really matters a lot when people like you come up, real people who have gone through real struggle and who are open for real struggle. And still, you are not hesitant, you're not scared. And as you very well said, the life is a misery. It's always going to come with a lot of obstacles. It is how you or how much are you ready to face that obstacle and have that go-getter attitude that it's okay, I'm just going to overcome this and I am just going to fiercely wait for the next obstacle to come my way. So thank you so much, Neil, once again for your time. To all the viewers,
thanks for having
me. Don't forget all the viewers to please follow him on Instagram, Facebook, because he's sharing his entrepreneurship e-commerce business over there as well. And as I told you, I'm going to share his mail ID and contact number in every short clip videos that I'm going to edit and post on social media, so that you benefit, Neil benefit, and we too benefit by understanding that yes, Dreamhunt India is really making a small change into the lives of the people. Thank you everyone for joining us.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Neil, for your time.
Thanks a lot, Dreamhunt India. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.